Okay. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us for today's Month of Service presentation of our Money, Health, and Wealth Financial Capability Series. Today, we are here to talk about holiday spending and planning for the holidays without breaking the bank. My name is Nia Murray. I am the Programs Coordinator with Neighborhood Recovery Community Development Corporation, and we are one of the partners in the Month of Service collaboration. Also included is the City of Houston's Department of Neighborhoods, Lone Star Legal Aid, the Earl Carl Institute, Harris Central Appraisal District, Harris County Tax Assessor Collector's Office, the Houston Volunteer Lawyers, and the Houston Bar Association. Today's presentation is being sponsored by the NRCDC partners with Family Houston, who provides the financial coaching and the presentations for our Money, Health, and Wealth Financial Capability Series. So each month we come together the first Wednesday of each month to talk about a different financial topic relative to savings, debt management, your relationship with money. We talk about credit. And today we're here to talk about holiday spending. With the holidays coming up, we know that most people, this is the time that a lot of people kind of start their holiday shopping or thinking about what to buy and what to spend for the holidays. So we want to kind of give you guys a couple of tips and tidbits and information on what you can do to prepare for holiday spending without necessarily going broke or breaking the bank. We're still living. A lot of folks are still, in financial binds, and they need to know what options are available to them and how can they still have great holidays without necessarily spending a whole lot of money. So we want to thank Ms. Monet Cheney with Family Houston for providing this information for us today. So we are going to go ahead and get started with our presentation. Just want to say that this is an opportunity for you to be as interactive as you'd like to be. If you're joining us on Facebook, please feel free to type your question into the comment section. If you're joining us live here on Zoom, please feel free to type your question into the comment section, or you have the opportunity at the end of the presentation to unmute yourself and ask the questions directly of the presenter. The fact that we are recording the session as well as broadcasting live, I do want to remind you to kind of keep your questions to be as general as you possibly can so that your personal detailed information is not getting out there for everyone to actually have access to. We want to try to protect your privacy as much as we possibly can. So do please keep that in mind when you're asking your questions or making your comments or suggestions. So with that being said, I'm going to have Ms. Monet go ahead and introduce herself, and we will move right on into our presentation. So Ms. Monet, go right ahead.
Hello, everyone. My name is Monet Cheney, and I'm a financial coach with Family Houston. And we offer these free financial education classes each month throughout the year, just to bring some need-to-know information to you. I am going to share my screen. Give me one second. And at the end of the presentation, I am going to go over financial coaching and how it can benefit you and your family reaching your financial goals. And it's a free service to everyone in the Houston community. To get started, today's presentation is planning your holiday purchases without breaking the bank. So our objectives for the presentation today is just to go over ways that you can budget for the holidays. So budget for holiday parties, dinners, and gifts. As well as plan for future holidays. So just planning ahead, just so you can save up money to purchase Christmas gifts and cover any other holiday expenses that your family have. So first I want to start with having a holiday budget. Having a holiday budget is important because a budget is actually the foundation of any goal or any financial plan. What the budget does is lets you know how much you have to spend, so how much income income you have to spend, and then as well as it allows you to plan how you want to spend that income. So usually we have our overall personal household budget, but whenever you have a particular financial goals, so let's just say covering everything for the holidays could be considered a financial goal. You can have a separate budget for that season. And it could be the same thing with any financial goals. So traveling, weddings, birthday parties, you can create a specific budget just for that particular event, or a season of time like the holidays. So first, we're going to create a budget based on how you spent last year. So if you don't already have that information, then you can make estimates. So basing the budget on how you spent last year will kind of give you an idea of how to plan and estimate for the current year. So what you're going to put in your budget is, of course, set a per person spending budget. So how much you want to spend on each person. So that's going to entail making a list of everyone that you plan to buy a gift for. If you're someone who participate any type of charity events, or toy drives, then you're going to want to budget for that gift as well. And then set like how much you want to spend on each gift. And then you're going to put that in your budget for your holiday gifts. Next, you're going to set a plan for any other expenses that you have for the holidays. So food, if you're someone who hosts for the holidays, so everyone comes to your home for the holidays, so you're going to have to set a budget for how much you want to spend on food. Or maybe you're someone who maybe you don't host at your place, but you and your friends or your family, y'all do potlucks. So you know that you're going to have to take a food item somewhere during the holiday season. So you're going to budget for that. As well as if you're hosting, you're going to have to budget for food and drinks. So how much you're going to spend on food and drinks. And then attire. So sometimes with the holidays, if you're going to different holiday parties, or if you're hosting and those parties have certain themes that you have to buy attire for, then you'll want to budget for having to purchase attire for those different holiday parties and events. And then again, gifts. So like I said before, you might have a list of people, family and friends that you purchase gifts for. But if you're attending like holiday events or charity drives, then you're going to want to budget for the gifts that you purchase for those things as well. And then lastly, set a budget for holiday decorations and any other miscellaneous spending that you might have during the holidays. I'm a person, I love to decorate for Christmas. As soon as Thanksgiving week hit, I start pulling out all the holiday decorations. But nowadays, the way people work, you really have to start buying your Christmas decorations now. Really in October to start buying Christmas decorations. So make sure you have a budget for what you need to decorate your homes. If you are someone who are really big into decorating for the holidays. And then miscellaneous spending might just be just some random things that might come up during the holidays. And then one thing I want to say is, once you create a budget, try your best to stick to your budget and then avoid the temptation to overspend. The end of the year, a lot of money is spent during the holidays. And if you're someone that, and you know that, you have a limited amount of income to spend, and you want to avoid using credit, then create that budget plan, stick to your budget plan, and then avoid the temptations to overspend. And then also don't feel like you have to spend a lot on those individuals. If you're in a situation where you can't afford gifts for everyone, consider other options that would fit your pocketbook. So next, just keeping with having a budget is have a plan for next year. Make sure to create that gift list that you created for your friends and family and holiday parties. Keep that list, hold on to that list, so that you'll know who you plan to buy for next year. Shop deals during the year for holiday gifts. There are seasonal sales all throughout the year. So if you know that you have a certain number of people that you're purchasing for, and you know exactly the type of item that they like, then try to shop throughout the year versus waiting to the week of Christmas, because usually what happens when you wait to the last minute and you procrastinate, then you end up spending more money. You don't have time to shop deals, you don't have time to research, and because there are a lot of stores that do price matching, so you don't have time to put those different strategies in place to save money. So have that list, hold on to that list of who you normally buy gifts for, and shop throughout the year. Next, start saving for the next year at the end of the holiday season. This is a great way to not only create a financial goal for yourself to save and get into the habit of saving, but also is reducing the amount of credit that you might have to get to purchase gifts the next year. And it helps you create that budget because you have that set amount that you plan to spend each year for Christmas. So one cool way to start saving for the next year is the 52 weeks of savings challenge. And I'll show an example of what that looks like, but essentially the rules of the challenge is each week you save a different dollar amount, so, and based on the week that you're on. So week 1 would be $1. Week 2, you're going to add $1, so you have $2. Week 3 is $3. So you keep adding $1 on based on the week that you're on. And then at the end of 52 weeks, you should have about $1,400 saved. And then if you're adding some extra money to that, then you can have you can set a goal higher than $1,400 for your holiday budget. Another option to save for next year is put monthly payments into a savings account. So if you don't want to do the 52 weeks savings challenge, if you have just say your budget for the holidays is $1,500, you can divide $1,500 up by 12 monthly payments, and then whatever that dollar amount is what you put into that Christmas fund every month. And then lastly, save extra income during the year. So you have your tax returns that we get kind of in the springtime, maybe bonuses for work, or if you get an increase in your income. Sometimes some people like to work part-time jobs to earn some extra money for the holidays. So whatever that extra income that you're bringing in outside of your regular income and outside of your regular expenses, then put that extra income away into a savings account specifically for Christmas. And so I'm going to elaborate on the specifically for Christmas part. You can have multiple savings accounts. There are different banks that have quote unquote saving buckets accounts. So what that means is that you can have multiple savings accounts under one main account. And so that's a great way to separate your savings goals. So if you have a dollar amount for Christmas, then you can have a saving bucket for your Christmas and holiday spending. If you have a bucket for emergencies, then you'll have a set amount for your emergency fund. And those two accounts will not blend together. They will be absolutely separate. And the reason why this is a great thing to do is because if you have those different saving goals separate, then you're more likely to reach and accomplish that goal. So when you are creating your savings for the holiday, just make sure that that holiday savings is separate from your emergency fund, from your travel fund, from any other saving funds that you have that you're saving for. So here's an example of the 52-week savings challenge. So as you can see, it's pretty simple to follow. I actually emailed Nia a tracker that she can send out to everyone. And it's just an Excel sheet to where it has all the dollar amounts, and then you can check off each week as you put those payments into your savings account. Having this tracker is a great way to measure your progress of reaching your final goal. And as you see, once you get to that 52 weeks, you should have about $1,378 saved. Now I do, I will say it does, the amounts gets higher and higher each week. So you just have to make sure you budget this into your regular budget to make sure that you are meeting that weekly savings goal. So now, now I just want to move into just ways to save during the holiday season and just shopping wisely. Shopping wisely is just a way of having different strategies to allow yourself to save as much money as possible during the holiday season. So one thing that the first thing I want to recommend is sign up for email lists and memberships for your favorite stores. Almost every retailer has a email subscription or a text message subscription that you can sign up for, where they send you deals daily or weekly. I love it because I can get the alerts and I know that my favorite stores are having a sale. Sometimes if you are a member, if you do have a membership, you get extra coupons. So you might get the coupons before the public do. So it's definitely a great way to hear about sales, get special deals. Some places might give you free items on your birthday. So it's really good. A lot of these memberships don't even require you to pay anything. All you really have to do is give them your email and your phone number if you feel comfortable doing that. And again, it's a great way to be able to save money on gifts, not only during the holiday season, but throughout the year. And I will say, as a coach, these sales happen all the time. If if it's your favorite store, you will probably know what the rotations are. But there are stores who do big sales like once or twice a year. So when you're signed up for their email list or text messages, then you're gonna know when those once a year sales happen. And a lot of times those sales are having like more than like 50-70% off items. And that could be a great way for you to hit those major sales and be able to get cheap, more expensive gifts at a cheaper rate. So I am having a technical issue. My screen went black.
Oh, we can still see it.
You can still see it?
Yeah, you're on the Shop Wisely
Okay.
page.
Let's see if I can
Just undo your screen share and then start it up again.
yeah, I can see that part. This I'm about to. Okay, hold on. Is it still sharing?
Yeah, let me stop it for you.
Okay.
Okay, now try it again. Can you see it? We see it.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back. I don't know why it does that, but okay, I'm back to the right page. All right, so next, shop around to find the cheapest price and then ask about price match policies. There are some big retailers that offer a price match policy to where they will match up to a certain dollar amount on items. I personally know that Target does it. I believe Walmart does it too, and maybe Best Buy. I'm not sure, but I know for sure Target does it because I be price matching things all the time at Target. I don't care what it is. It could be a bottle of lotion. If I know that is cheaper at HEB or cheaper at Walmart or even cheaper online on Amazon, I would price match it at Target. So check into stores like Target, Walmart, Best Buy, those stores. And the reason why I named those three, because I know that those are very popular stores during the holiday that people visit to purchase Christmas gifts. And I also know like Black Friday is coming up and on Thanksgiving, after Thanksgiving. And so you might be able to do price matching even then, because a lot of people like to buy a lot of their Christmas gifts on that Friday. So check into those stores price matching to see what their options are, and do your research. Do your research on the things that you want to purchase and see who has the cheapest price. And then just check if those stores will price match, so you can go to one store and get everything from that one store, but get it at the cheaper price that you see at another store or online. And then next, use store apps for coupon, and then retail me not. Again, the email list, the memberships, more than likely those stores that they have those memberships, they have an app as well. So if you're comfortable with having those apps on your phone, I would say download the apps, enroll into those memberships or email lists, and or text messages as well. Again, we're very a lot of us are very technical people. We do everything on our phone. So with the apps, you can also like shop for your Christmas gifts as well, on the go, like on your phone, and then have those coupons, those extra coupons available. And most of them are free, so it's not like you're having to pay like a subscription to have them. I'm not sure Retail Me Not is still have a lot of coupons on there, since a lot of the stores that I used to go on Retail Me Not for, they have their coupons either on their apps or through like email or text messages now. But I would still say I feel like they are still around. So if you do have a Retail Me Not app, you can always check them and see what coupons that they have available for certain stores. And then lastly, check and see if some stores still have a layaway option. And then that's a great way for you to put Christmas gifts on layaway and then make small payments towards that total amount early in the holiday season. And then just continuing on with shopping wisely, the next thing is divide payments into interest-free installments for online shopping. And you can also use these apps in store as well. So Afterpay, Klarna, QuadPay, PayPal. There are some other ones as well. Because I feel like new ones pop up all the time. I think there's one that's called Shop. I'm looking down because I'm looking to see some names, but there are different ones. Affirm is another one as well. And some of these allow you to pay for in-store purchases as well as online shopping. And what it does is it divides your total payment into 4 interest-free payments. So you're not paying interest on that purchase. It's going to be exactly what that cost, what the cost of the item plus taxes was online or in the store. But you do have to keep in mind that you want to make sure that these installment payments fit your monthly budget. You don't want to do too many at one time. So just be very mindful that these interest-free installments will actually fit your budget, because you don't want to have too many of them out there and then you're unable to pay them off. Because if you don't if the payment doesn't go through, it's going to be an auto pay like once, I think twice a month they do it. So they do it every pay period that you have. Or I believe they do it twice a month. So it's twice a month. But if that payment doesn't go through, then I believe you might get charged a fee. And Affirm is not interest fee. Affirm do have interest on it, but it is another way to be able to divide up the cost of your purchase. And with Affirm, you can either use it online or in the store, but they do charge interest, so it's the same as applying for credit. So it's a version of credit. So again, you just have to make sure that if you're going to do those, pay for your holiday spending in these 2 ways, that it fit your budget. It fits your budget, and you're not overspending. Next, do not procrastinate. So like I said before, it is great to shop for Christmas gifts throughout the year. But if you're someone who wait till the holidays to shop, I would start shopping now, start looking for the gifts now, because you don't want to wait until like the week of Christmas and be out there trying to purchase Christmas gifts, because usually what happens is you might miss out on some deals. Again, you don't have time to like shop around and research different stores and different prices. So you end up spending more. as well as it is very stressful. Because trust me, I've done it several times that I've procrastinated and I'm in the store on Christmas Eve, and it is highly stressful shopping on Christmas Eve, to the point to where you just would pay for anything just so you can get home and relax. So don't procrastinate. Don't wait till the week of Christmas. Try to have all your gifts before then. And then next, shop the end of year sales for the next year's gifts and holiday decorations. So again, you should already know who you have gifts, who you plan to buy gifts for the next holiday, as well as if you feel like you want to get additional Christmas decorations for next year. Every store have an end of year sale around New Year's, or that week between Christmas and New Year's. It's like everything goes on sale. Every store, they want to move all of that inventory out so they can prepare for spring. So shop those sales to get gifts for the next year, if you can. And then lastly, consider gift cards for picky shoppers. In my family, everybody is a picky shopper, so we just do gift cards. So we just ask each other, like, what gifts, what stores do you like? Or what are you planning for? And we just get each other gift cards and money because everybody is picky. I try to like add something like small and cheap to put with the gift card or the cash just to make it a little extra special. But if you do have those picky shoppers, just consider gift cards or cash. And then that's another way to kind of help you stick within a certain budget. And then if you are someone, there are some people who might not be able to afford a lot of Christmas gifts, or you're someone who don't celebrate the holidays. One thing you can consider is giving your time. So looking for ways to safely give your time by volunteering at local nonprofits. So there's like the food bank, maybe at shelters that feed individuals, or there's different like toy drive events that you can volunteer at, to like hand out toys to children. So look for volunteer options throughout the holiday season, and this can be a shared experience with your friends and family. So invite your friends and family to come and share in this experience with you. So that could be a great way to make up for not being able to purchase an actual gift. Another thing is offer to do something special for a loved one. So if it's like a family and friends, and maybe you're unable to purchase a gift for them, but there's something that you're good at. Maybe you want to cook for them, go by and clean up for them, like just something special that you can do for them. That doesn't mean that you're having to spend a lot of money in order to do that special thing for them. And then lastly, consider creating homemade gifts at a low cost. So again, if you have a hobby and you're good at creating things, then you can consider creating like a cute little gift option for your family and friends. Do we have any questions, or is there anything anyone want to like mention that they do during the holidays?
No questions in the chat or on Facebook, but I did have a question when you were mentioning, I don't know if it was Klarna or whichever one of the ones that those payment options.
Yes.
You said they charge interest, but
No,
do they
well, only Affirm do.
Okay, Affirm. So when they charge you interest on those things, are any of those like a credit hitting you? Does any of them actually affect or impact your credit at all?
Our firm does, but the other ones don't. So I said Affirm because I know Affirm is very popular, but Affirm is applying for credit. So I will let me throw that out there. Because I kind of feel like I said it by accident because I forgot that Affirm don't do quad pay. It's like it is credit. So with Affirm, you are applying for a loan and there is interest. But depending on the cost of that item, you're probably making a small payment. And they give you so many months to like pay that purchase off. But Afterpay, Klarna, QuadPay, PayPal, those are interest free and they do not affect your credit. They don't go on your credit report. But again, so if you just say, for instance, Afterpay doesn't go through because you don't have enough money in your account, then Afterpay might charge you a fee. I don't think they put it on your credit. I just think they might charge you some type of fee. So I would just look into that fine print or just make sure that if you're going to use this form of payment, that it fits into your budget. But Affirm, they do go on your credit report. So it will be on your credit report as like a loan. I don't know which one it reports to, but that one is a form of credit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those are all the questions. Let me double check to make sure.
Okay.
No other questions in the chat, I mean in the box.
Okay.
No other questions that I have here.
Okay.
One thing I do want to caution or to kind of add to the conversation is about try at all costs to avoid the payday loan places if you can. This is the prime opportunity that most people actually access those payday loan kind of places with the compounded interest that gets added and then added and then added. You don't want to go set yourself up going into the first of the year with all kinds of debt from going into a payday loan place. If nothing else, if somebody can't understand you're in a financial crunch and you don't have the opportunity to actually purchase as many gifts or whatever, then that's a personal issue for them to actually have to deal with. And I know it's hard to try to not to want to disappoint your kids and things like that, but there are other ways to kind of compensate and to make up for not buying a lot of gifts. People slip on Dollar Tree in the 99-cent stores. They have all kinds of stuff, and Aldi's and the stuff that you find in the little baskets like at Michael's
Five
and
Below
Five
too.
Below. All of those other places are different alternatives as opposed to going to really spending a whole lot of money. And in addition to that, like you were saying, if you are a crafty person, there's all kinds of stuff that you can make on Facebook, not Facebook, on YouTube that you can find, and go search Dollar Tree Christmas gifts or Dollar Tree crafts. People buy and make and spend money making opportunity. They make all kinds of stuff from what they find on YouTube. They tell you where to go, what to get from Dollar Tree to make all of these different gifts, and they sell them. So if you want to make a couple of extra dollars for the holiday, here's an opportunity to do that as well too. I get all kinds of my little crafty ideas from looking on YouTube, and I have made gifts for years for different people, all because I see something somewhere and I think, oh my God, I can make that or I can do that. That becomes the Christmas gift for the people for the following year because I've made like the diva wreaths, I've made the gift baskets, I've made all kinds of little stuff by the stuff that I purchased myself from Dollar Tree. all the little supplies and everything comes straight from Dollar Tree. Not to give Dollar Tree a plug, even though they may see us and want to sponsor it one day, but it is
The
an
Hobby
alternative.
Lobby be having half off like every week.
Absolutely.
So you can go get your craft stuff at half off there.
Absolutely. And then there's the, if you're into education and educational toys, there's the like the bargain kits that they have at Barnes and Noble. They have all of those stuff that are like reduced in price or that are like half off or 30 or 40% off and things like that. So there's alternatives everywhere as opposed to paying full price and spending a lot of money on a lot of Christmas gifts that most time kids don't even, that they probably won't even remember anyway. Because I remember when my daughters were small, I literally got a box of styrofoam, a big box full of styrofoam, let her unwrap that box. She had a blast in the box of styrofoam. She didn't know the difference. She didn't have a clue that styrofoam was all mama could do at the time. But she had fun. She had an absolute blast. And it didn't cost a lot of money because I got the styrofoam from somebody else that was throwing it out or whatever. In one of their Amazon boxes that they got, they had a bunch of styrofoam in it, and I just kept it. So there's different alternatives, there's different options that are available, so you don't have to again break the bank to be able to enjoy your holidays and things like that. There's prime opportunities for people to volunteer and to give and donate of their time or their service to somebody that is much more in need than spending hundreds and thousands of dollars. I've seen lots of people really accumulate a whole lot of debt trying to keep up with what the latest fad is or the most expensive iPhone or shoes and bags and things like that, and they really can't afford it. And it's not necessary. In other words, don't put that pressure on yourself to try to make somebody else happy like that.
Honestly, a lot of people don't even care. Because and the thing that I kind of think about when like Nia said, like buying things to impress other people, it's everywhere on social media. Because like in the past, before social media, you really only saw a subgroup of people. So if you got the new Jordans and you're the only person in your little group of people who have them, then of course you're impressing them because you have this only little small group of people that you're that you spend time with, that you see all the time. Like you have your family, you have your school, like you have this small community. But I think with social media, since now everybody all over the place can see what you have and what you're doing, I think a lot of people feel like they have to keep up with more people, but also at the same time, everyone is buying all the same things. So you're not really impressing anyone, in my opinion. So it's like you don't even have to think about, okay, if I buy this from Shein versus I'm going to go buy the more expensive version of it. Because a lot of people, I mean, I feel like life is just moving so fast that I don't think a lot of people are really, really focused on that. And so you don't have to feel like it's something that's necessary for you to do. And you can live within your budget and not have to feel stigmatized for doing that.
And if you, especially if you have smaller children, now is a time to really kind of change the narrative when it comes to the holidays and put the emphasis on the focus on what holidays should actually be about, which is about the spending the time with the family and helping and giving of others that are in more need, as opposed to the material aspect of things. So that's having that sense of community, especially during the last couple of years, dealing with the pandemic and things like that. There are people that still that this is a time where you get most people that go into the depression different health conditions because they're stressed out and they're, you know, they're mentally fatigued and drained and things like that. And you don't really realize the impact of having that kind of a loss, whether it's a financial loss or family member's loss during the holiday.
Yeah.
So you definitely want to, you know, kind of touch base and check in with people that you probably, you know, don't think about throughout the year because, oh, you know, they're
Yeah.
the strong one, they're the happy one, they're the whatever one. But everybody kind of goes through something. But now was the time to really kind of check in with a lot of people. And that's just kind of like my sidebar about, you know, mental health and um holiday blues
Yeah.
we got that's coming up
Yeah, there's
in
a lot of people
November
who don't have families,
that
or
don't have families that
or
have
they not close with their family. So
or they've relocated because there's
yeah,
people moving to Houston every single day that are not, you know, with their family members or, you know, can't get to their family members and things like that. So so now is the time to really have those conversations and kind of be conscious and aware of a lot of those things as well too. So
yeah, and then take your kids to volunteer so they can see so they
how
can
for,
see that meaning in action.
and how
Um,
fortunate they are. Mhm. All right. So no, we don't have any other questions or anything in the chat, Monet, and nothing on Facebook. So do you want to talk a little bit about Family Houston and then what you guys do?
yes. So, just a little plug about Family Houston. We do offer free financial coaching to individuals in the Houston community. We have offices in different areas of Houston. So we have Central Houston, Katy, Waller, Brookshire area. We Fort Bend, area, as well as the Bay Area, Clear Lake, or South Houston going towards Galveston. I believe we do have other services up north in the Woodlands, but with our financial coaching, we cover Central, Waller County, Fort Bend, and then the Bay Area. So there's a coach in every part of Houston that can meet with you. We also do virtual coaching, so you don't even have to leave your job or leave your home to meet with us. You can meet with us virtually for free, or you can come in person. If you're someone who's not very tech savvy, you can meet with us, arrange a meeting in person. But you know, virtual does save some money if you can meet with us virtually. And what we can help with is helping you find ways to make your hard-earned money go further. So we can help you create a budget plan and stick with that plan. With that budget plan, we're working on that budget plan based on accurate information. So based on your bank statement. So we teach you how to create a budget based on your actual bank statement, because the only way you can budget and plan for the month is using accurate information, as well as if you need to make sacrifices or you need to cut back on things. The only way to know that information is if you go through your bank statements or you track your spending. The next thing is we can help you with a strategy to get out of debt. So we can help you with like a snowball plan to pay off debt. We can help you with learning how to negotiate with your creditors, to negotiate payment plans or settlements with creditors. If you need to dispute errors, or if there's any type of fraud or identity theft on your account, we can walk you through how to clean up those errors or any type of identity theft on your credit report. And in turn, that will help increase your score. So if you needed to increase your credit score, not only we can help you with creating a strategy to get out of debt. We can help you with credit building strategies and so things help you understand your credit report so you can understand what you need to do to increase your credit score, because the goal is to be in the 800s at some point, and it might take everybody a different amount of time to get to that point, but it should always be a goal in mind to get to a good credit score, so we can teach you how to do that. And then next, how to build your savings and maintain your savings, because you have that coach that you're checking in with on a monthly basis. We're going to check in and ask you, like, how much did you save this month? Your goal is $50 a month. Did you save that $50 a month? How much is in your savings account? So we're going to be checking in with you to make sure that you're building your savings and you're maintaining it, as well as helping you learn like products that's going to benefit you the most to help grow your funds the fastest. And then lastly, if you're wanting to make big purchases such as buying a car, or you wanted to be a homeowner, we can help you get credit ready for home ownerships or to buy a car. I used to be a loan officer with Family Houston. We had a loan program with individuals with not so good credit. And so I learned a lot about purchasing cars, like what you can and cannot do, how to negotiate with the dealerships. So we can help you get the best deal, not only get credit ready for a car, but get the best deal on a car. And then we can help you get credit ready to purchase a house. We can help you find the resources that you may need to for down payment assistance or to cover some of the other costs that goes into purchasing a home, as well as connecting you to resources for home buyer education, like the NRCDC. And then if you need to get a certificate or HUD certificate, we can connect you with resources for that, as well as a slew of other resources to help you become financially stable. Here's how to schedule with a financial coach. To schedule with us, you will need to complete one of our intake surveys. You can select the coach that you would like to meet with. So for example, if you want to meet with me, you can put my name on the intake form. If you would like to meet with a coach that's close to where you live, then you can indicate on there you want the closest coach to you, and then they would send your information to a coach within your zip code or close to your zip code. It's pretty easy. You can go to familyhouston.org, and under our financial stability page, you should be able to click the link for to complete our survey, as well as we have additional information on there for resources and just some brief financial education information. Or you can scan our QR code. This QR code would take you directly to our intake survey for you to complete. And then if you have any questions for me or any additional questions, you can contact me on my cell at 832-987-2023. You can call and text me at that cell number, or you can email me at mchaney@familyhouston.org, and that's MCHENEY@familyhouston.org. So lastly, I want to leave everyone with, I know the holidays are coming up. We're basically in the holiday season because Halloween is over. Now it's time for Thanksgiving and Christmas. And I know this time can get very stressful. So my favorite thing to say is keep calm and carry on, and have a fun and safe holiday season.
Thank you very much, Monet. And since you mentioned a home buyer education, NRCDC does offer one of the HUD certified home buyer education classes on a monthly basis. And in fact, we actually have one that's scheduled for this Saturday at 9 p.m. So if anybody's interested in attending a first-time homebuyer education class, our class is one of those HUD classes that actually fulfills the educational requirement that allows you to access various down payment assistance programs that are out there that are available to help you with becoming a homeowner. Rent is not getting any cheaper at all. And if anybody sees that there are more rental properties that are going up all over the place like crazy, and I don't mean to get off the subject about that, but I just had to kind of mention that real quick. But again, if anybody's interested, then please feel free to reach out to me at NRCDC. It's Neighborhood Recovery Community Development Corporation at NMurray, NMURRY, at nrcdc.org. Or you can contact our office at 713-520-5232. And if you have registered for this particular workshop, I will be sending out a link of the recording of this session along with all of both of our contact information so that you will be able to reach out to both of us. If you are joining us and watching on Facebook, please feel free to reach out to our office and I'll be happy to send you that information as well. So with that being said, Ms. Monet, thank you very much and happy birthday. Happy birthday to you and to your twin. So we hope you guys have a wonderfully blessed day. Thank you all for joining us this afternoon. If you guys don't have any questions, we will give you back your remaining time and hope you all enjoy what's left of this weather. It's supposed to heat back up again this weekend, I believe, in the 80s. Go figure, it's Houston. But again, if you guys do have any questions,
70s.
we are now in the process of getting ready to prepare for our 2024 season. If there are any of the classes or workshops that you guys may be interested in that we are not offering or did not offer for this year, thank you very much, Ms. Lewis. Then please feel free to reach out to us. We do appreciate the feedback that we get from the participants of all of our workshops so that we'll know how to plan moving forward with all of our activities and things of that nature. So we do want to hear from you. If you guys have an impact story from any of the workshops that you actually have attended as well, and you would like to share your story or your testimony, we'd love to be able to hear from you as well in regards to that. We need to be able to kind of get the word out from people to let folks know that, hey, our services do work. The information is beneficial and people do take advantage of it. And it does help in whatever capacity that they need, whether it's, for holiday spending or budgeting for a large purchase like becoming a homeowner or just fixing their credit or, planning for, protesting property taxes or creating your estate plan and creating a will or fixing airship property. All of those things is information that we love to be able to get out and share with the people so that they know resources and options are available to them through, whether it's through our organization or through someone else's. We want to get the information out to as many people as we possibly can. So we do appreciate you guys' feedback. We appreciate you coming back and joining us and continuing to participate in this virtual platform. We are trying to also come up with ways where we can affordably get back out in person, because even after COVID, our outreach locations to rent spaces to be able to offer these workshops now have gotten really expensive. So, but we are trying to figure out ways that we can kind of get back together in person and do like a hybrid, to do virtual, because we know it's a lot more convenient for a lot of people when they're on their way home from work or they're at home or whatever, that they can watch. But again, I'm just kind of going on and on and on. But let me give you guys the final. Thank you guys again very much for joining us. We hope you have a wonderful remainder of your afternoon. Enjoy yourself for your birthday, Monet. Be safe. You guys be careful. Take care of yourselves, and we will see you all next time.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you.